Hi everyone, welcome to the session on CS22071 Agile Methodology handled by R. Samundi, Assistant Professor of Computer Science and Engineering. Today we will see from Unit 1, that is Agile Methodology. Here we'll see the topic as Overview of Scrum, Extreme Programming and FDD. And next slide we'll see what is the introduction to Agile methods. Agile development is a family of methodologies promoting adaptability to change. That is, Agile is not a single method but a group of approaches like Scrum, XP, FDD, etc. that focus on flexibility. Unlike traditional methods like waterfall, Agile accepts that requirements may change and encourages teams to adapt quickly. Scrum, XP and FDD are popular approaches with different style and strength. That means Scrum focus on time boxed iterations, that is called as sprints, daily stand-ups and roles like Scrum Master and Product Owner. And next one is the XP, that is Extreme Programming. It emphasizes technical excellence, continuous testing and practice like pair programming. And next one is FDD, that is Feature Driven Development. It organizes work around building features, strong in structured design and documentation. Each has unique strength but serves the agile philosophy. And next points, they share core agile values but apply practices at varying level of detail. So all agile methods follow the agile manifesto values, that is individual and interaction, that is process and tools. Working softwares, we have to do the documentations, and customer collaboration is more important than contracts. Responding to changes more important than following the plan. However, Scrum, XP and FDD apply these values differently. For example, XP goes deeper into coding practices while Scrum is lighter and more focused on team roles. The focus in all three methods is faster delivery of value with reduced waste. That means agile methods aim to deliver working software quickly in small increments. Instead of waiting months for a big release, teams deliver in short cycles, that means 2 to 4 weeks. This reduces waste such as unnecessary documentation, long delays or unused features. We explore how each differs in principles, practices and applicability. So, though they are all agile, Scrum best for project management and team collaboration. XP best when technical quality and continuous testing are crucial. FDD best for large scale project needing structured feature breakdown. So the differences lie in principles, values they prioritize, practices, that is daily rituals, coding habits, everything, and where they are most applicable. In next slide we will see the topic as Scrum overview. Scrum is a lightweight framework for managing complex projects effectively. So, Scrum is not a heavy process with strict rules, but a flexible framework that guides teams to organize work. It especially useful in projects with high complexity where predicting everything upfront is difficult. And next point, it emphasizes iterative development through structured 30-day sprints. So, work is divided into sprints, usually 2 to 4 weeks, originally 30 days. Each sprint produces potentially shippable product increment. This iterative cycle ensures steady progress and helps teams adjust quickly. So, work is prioritized through the product release and sprint backlog. So, we will see what is a product backlog means. A master list of all features, enhancements and fixes, that is called as product backlog. A release backlog, a subset of planned for a specific release. Sprint backlog, a list of tasks committed for current sprint. These backlogs keep the team focused on delivering the highest values items first. Scrum relies on empirical process control with constant feedback cycles. So, Scrum uses empirism. Decisions are made based on observation, experience and daily feedback of the customer. Here, the daily stands of sprint reviews and retrospective ensure transparency and allow continuous inspections and adaptations. So, this Scrum is best suited for projects needing flexibility and rapid turnaround. When requirements change often or when early delivery of working software is critical, Scrum works best. It allows team to pivot quickly and deliver business value faster compared to traditional methods. In next slide, we will see the topic is what are the practice of Scrum. Here, the number one is the daily Scrum meeting, align the team and identify the blockers in real time. So, these are short 15-minute stand-up meeting where every team member shares what they did yesterday, what they planned today and what is blocking them. This helps them stay synchronized and ensures problems are spotted early. And next point, sprints are fixed time boxes where goals remain stable until completion. A sprint usually lasts 2 to 4 weeks. Once it begins, the scope should not change, so the team can focus completely on delivering the agreed goals. This stability helps build trust and predictability. And third point is the Scrum Master act as the facilitators, ensuring adherence to Scrum principles. The Scrum Master does not manage the team like a traditional manager, but instead coaches, guides and removes the obstacle. Their role is to make sure the team follows Scrum values and practice effectively. And fourth point is sprint reviews demonstrate progress to stakeholders and gather the feedback. At the end of each sprint, the team showcases the working product to customers or stakeholders. This review helps validate whether the product is on the right track and allows early feedback before it's too late. Burn down charts track backlog completion for visual progress monitoring. A burn down chart shows how much work remains versus time. By looking at it daily, teams can quickly see if they are ahead or behind the schedule, making it simple but powerful progress tracking tool. In next slide, we will see the what are the focus and applicability of Scrum. Scrum focus on reducing lead time and discarding mid-sprint changes. This means once sprint has started, no new requirements are allowed inside it. By doing this, Scrum keeps the team focused, reduces delays and ensures the delivery happens within a shorter lead time. It minimizes the work in progress by strict sprint backlog commitment. Teams commit to fixed set of tasks from the backlog for the sprint. This prevents half done work from piling up, allowing the team to finish what they start and deliver a complete increment. The sprint emphasis lies on small teams of around 7 for efficient communication. Scrum works best with a small cross-functional team of 5 to 9 members. A small team size makes communication faster, avoid bureaucracy and ensure everyone is accountable for sprint goal. It encourages the peer pressure, collaboration and quick cycle corrections. In Scrum, daily standards and review create a healthy peer pressure where everyone feels responsible. If something goes wrong, the team collaborates immediately to fix it instead of waiting until the end. Thus, Scrum thrives at volatile settings requiring frequent delivery iterations. When requirements change often, Scrum is highly effective by delivering the working software every 2 to 4 weeks. It gives stakeholder something tangible quickly and allows adjustments based on new needs. In next slide, we will see what is the extreme programming overview. XP emerged in 1990s to handle the fast changing project requirements. So, extreme programming was created in response to the challenges of projects where customer needs change rapidly. Traditional methods could not keep up, so XP was designed to embrace change instead of resisting it. It balances rapid delivery with software quality through strong practices. XP encourage frequent release so customer get value quickly, but at the same time it uses practices like continuous testing, refactoring and pair programming to maintain high code quality. It focuses on engineering discipline, simplicity and frequent release. Unlike Scrum, which is more about project management, XP is very engineering heavy. It asks developers to write simple code, avoid over designing and release small increments often. So problem is don't pile up. Iteration typically lasts 2 weeks, reducing risk and rework cost. So each iteration is short, usually 2 weeks. This allows team to identify mistakes early, adapt quickly and avoid wasting months on features that may not even be needed later. And last one is the extreme programming suits dynamic environment where requirements change frequently. When your project direction is uncertain or customer keep updating their needs, XP is very effective. Its practice make the team flexible while still ensuring the quality does not stop. In next slide, we will focus about the XP and applicability. XP focuses on quality and speed using practices to improve code safety. XP is all about moving fast without breaking things. So practice like pair programming, test driven development and continuous integration ensure that even though delivery is rapid, the code remains safe and reliable. And next point, the velocity metrics track throughput of storage and help plan future releases. Velocity is simply the number of user stories completed in an iteration. By measuring this over time, teams can predict how much work they can realistically finish in future releases, making planning more accurate. XP minimizes upfront investment by delivering small increments. Instead of spending months on analysis or documentation, XP delivers working software in tiny increments. This reduces waste and ensures customers start seeing value very early in the project. So, idea for small teams under 12 members working in a high change environment. XP is best suited for small, tightly knit teams when requirements change frequently and direct communication is possible. XP thrives because feedback loops are short and collaboration is high. It is less suitable for large scale projects requiring complex coordination. For very large teams or projects with many dependencies, XP may struggle. So practices like pair programming, continuous integration become harder to scale. So agile methods like scrums are safe or often better. So, Scrum is management framework. Who does what and when. And extreme programming is a engineering disciplines how to write a code well. In next slide, we will see the feature driven development overview. So FDD was created in late 1990s to manage the larger software projects predictability. So FDD emerged when organization needed a more structured way to handle big projects, unlike XP or Scrum, which work better for small to medium teams. FDD focuses on predictability and scalability for larger efforts. It combines upfront modeling with feature-based planning and delivery. Before coding starts, FDD requires building a domain model of the system. Then the project is broken into features and planned carefully. This upfront structures gives clarity while still allowing incremental delivery. Features are small, client valued functionality delivered quickly. In FDD, everything revolves around the features. Each feature is something meaningful to the client, like calculate the invoice total. Since they are small and focused, they can be delivered within days or weeks. FDD structures work into subject area, feature sets and features. Work is organized hierarchically. Subject areas, group, major business domains, features, sets represent modules and features are the smallest deliverables. This structure keeps the large projects organized and manageable. It is more process oriented than Scrum or XP, stressing planning and quality. Unlike Scrum, which is lighter, or XP, which is very engineering driven, FDD emphasizes process and planning. It has defined roles, inspections and progress tracking, making it more formal but also more predictable. Now let us compare with the Scrum, XP and FDD. So Scrum is best for flexibility and project management. If it is a XP means it is best for engineering quality and adaptability. If it is a FDD, it is best for large scale project needing structure and predictability. Now we will move into the next slide, that is FDD practices. Here work follows 5 steps, that is model, feature list, plan, design and build. FDD is here structured into 5 core activities. First, teams create a domain model. Then they identify all the features the system must deliver. After that, they plan, design and finally build those features. This step-by-step approach gives FDD its discipline and predictability. Chief programmers lead features teams for accountability and delivery focus. Each feature team is guided by the chief programmer. This role ensures accountability, provides technical leadership and makes sure the features are delivered on time with quality. And next one is the morning roll calls, provide the progress updates and problem resolution quickly. Similar to Scrum's daily stand-up, FDD uses short roll calls where team members report progress. This creates transparency, allows issue to be raised early and keeps the team moving without delays. Our next point, modeling upfront improves the accuracy and reduces rework during the delivery. By starting with a strong domain model, FDD ensures the system structure is clear before coding begins. This upfront modeling reduces misunderstandings and cuts down rework and saves time in the long run. And last one is the clear class and file ownership prevent overlap and ensure responsibility. In FTD, each class or file is owned by a specific developer. This prevents duplicate work or conflicts, and it also makes it clear who is responsible if an issue arises. Ownership leads to higher accountability and quality. When explaining Scrum, highlight the flexibility and feedback. In next slide, we will focus on FTD focus on inventory control and predictability and variance reduction. FTD makes sure that the backlog of feature is always under control, work is predictable and variation in output are minimized. This makes it easier for managers to forecast delivery and keep projects on track. It emphasizes right first time quality through unit test and review. Instead of fixing problems later, FDD insists on doing things correctly the first time. Code is continuously tested with unit test and review by peers, which ensure fewer defects and higher quality software. So next one is the progress is tracked through the features at a fine level of granularity. Every feature is a small and measurable. Tracking progress at this level gives a very clear picture of how much is done and how much is pending, rather than relying on broad milestones that may hide delays. Best fit for medium to large teams, 10 to 50 handling complex projects. While Scrum and XP work best for small teams, FDD was designed for bigger teams and managing the complex domains. It is structured and defined the roles help coordinate many people without losing the focus. And last one is it provides repeatable and transferable result, making it highly scalable because FTD follows well defined process. The same approach can be repeated across different projects. This consistency makes it easier to scale FTD to larger organization and multiple teams. So, we will recap. So, Scrum means it is a flexibility and we will get the feedback from the customer. We will ready to adjust and adapt the change. And XP, we will focus on engineering disciplines and quality. FTD, we will focus on structure, predictability and scalability. So, up to this session is over. Thank you.